7:32 on Friday morning, and I'm just leaving the house, of course. So I am on my way to my first day of, well, my first day that's actually going to be in the lab classroom of my preclinical lab. So on Wednesday was technically our first day of preclinical lab, but we did OSHA training. So we did not meet in the lab classroom. We weren't required to wear our scrubs and all of that. So this is the first day of preclinical lab in the lab classroom. Apparently we're going to do clinic orientation, which is kind of exciting, which means hopefully we'll get to go into the clinic and look at, learn all the procedures and things that go along with that. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah, so, oh, and then after class today, we are meeting to work on our first assignment, which is the ethical dilemma assignment. So we were split into groups by the teacher, and so there's 3 different ethical dilemmas, and we have to answer questions on how we would handle it, and we also have to compare it with the book. The book has certain guidelines, I guess, on how to approach an ethical problem, and then the ADHA, the American Dental Hygenist Association, has ethical code of conduct and core values and those sorts of things as well. So we have to make sure that when we answer the questions on how we would solve this ethical dilemma, if it was us, that we are meeting those ADHA core values, responding to those, and the ones presented in the book. So we'll be meeting after lab to discuss that, and that is due on Wednesday, I think. And then I'll be coming back home. So I will see you guys after class. Bye. Hey guys, it's Friday afternoon, and I just finished with my preclinical lab. I just wanted to kind of give you a little summary of what we did today. It was a busy day, the whole beginning of the dental hygiene program, and I think it's the same thing at any dental hygiene program that you're going to start. It is a lot of, these are the policies and procedures. These are the hand washing procedures. These are the setting up your clinic operatory procedures. These are just anything, along with anything as far as when you're going to school. The first week of school is, learning that teacher's syllabus and what they expect you to do every day at the beginning of class, how things are turned in. So there was a lot of that. Like I said, in this, we have 2 preclinical labs every week, and for me it's Wednesday and Friday. So Wednesday we actually did our OSHA training, and then today we talked a little bit more about health safety things and regulations and stuff like that. But the main thing that we did today was going through, we kind of did a clinic orientation, and they showed us all of the procedures on setting up the operatory, and then breaking down the operatory. So setting up at the beginning of the day and then breaking down at the end of the day. And this year, new things have been implemented, and I think it was brought in July or something. They and I'm not quite sure, I think it was the ADHA that put out these new requirements, but you have to wear, you know, of course, the regular nitrile gloves, but then you also have to wear heavy utility gloves whenever you are washing down, you know, spraying down and disinfecting all of the chairs and the all the surfaces in the clinic operatory. So they had put in a lot of the stuff, but you know, they were up on a deadline with their printer on when they had to have, you know, so they kind of put everything in, you know, step-by-step instructions on, you know, do this, you know, take off your gloves, then do that, put your gloves back on, you know, that sort of a thing. And as they were acting it out in front of us, doing as a live demonstration, they're like, that's not going to work. You have to have your gloves on first, or you have to take them off, or, you know, if you open up this and you can't do that, and, you know, so it was really, really refreshing, because I think it would be more intimidating to go in there and there's all of these things you have to cover and all these things you have to wipe down, and, you know, and the instructor and then her two, I guess you might call them, you know, adjunct instructors or teacher's assistants type thing, they worked together as a team, and they, you know, like, yeah, no, but if we do that, we have to have the gloves on, or, you know, I mean, just the order in which everything needed to be done. They knew there was a problem, and then they worked together to fix it, and, like, you know, okay, so yeah, move this here, and, you know, they finally were making so many changes that, like, okay, we're gonna have to look at this again, and we will send you, you know, make you guys new copies once we get everything kind of finalized. But we got a, you know, the little details of, you know, when you take your gloves off, you know, the thick utility gloves, and, you know, but they showed us how to do everything, and, like, you know, we don't want you to think that we're, you know, flying by the seat of our pants and we don't know what we're doing, we don't know how to set up. And she says, you know, it's just adding these utility gloves, you know, how we're going to put that into our already procedures that they already have, and when they're gonna, how they have to write it down so that all of the things that you're supposed to be touching with the utility gloves, you have that there. So it was very refreshing to see that, you know what, the teachers, you know, they don't have everything straight right away, you know, but that's okay, because they worked on it together and they figured it out, and they're going to give us a nice polished copy when they're done, and it was great. Some people might say that that was unprofessional, or, you know, something like that, but no, I don't think there was anything, especially after this week, of feeling like they're, you know, dumped the world on us, to end on this note of, you know, we don't have everything perfect yet, but this is a main idea. This is, you know, really, you know, kind of the overall, this is what needs to happen. This is where everything is. These are all the services you're going to cover. These are all the services you're going to disinfect and then cover, and then, you know, all of that. But, you know, we just don't have the polishing down yet, but when we do, we'll get you that copy. It was so great, because obviously right now, I am not polished. I have no idea what's going on. I kind of have a main idea of what they expect from me. I have a main idea of what I need to do, but I don't know for sure. And that's what this whole process of going to dental hygiene school is it's, you know, the first year is going to be getting the main ideas, and the second year is going to be kind of polishing that and practicing more. So I kind of have to give my teachers props. I know it wasn't planned, but thank you. Thank you for making me feel like it's okay to not come in and know everything and have it all perfect right off the bat. And yeah, so it was a little bit overwhelming, because, you know, there's, not today, but I mean, just, you know, this week as a whole. And I guess, you know, just reflecting back on this week, you know, I think about Monday and how nervous I was, and then, you know, all of the stuff I had to get done by Tuesday, and then all of the things that I had to get done for Wednesday, you know, just, and then Thursday, and then today, and it's like, I am very, very glad that we don't have school on Monday, because Monday is Labor Day. So I'm glad that we have a 3-day weekend, because, you know, there's so much stuff that, you know, laundry and all of these things that have to be done, but also because I'll be able to, there's so much that I didn't know. I didn't know how I wanted, you know, how many books am I going to be carrying on a daily basis? How many, you know, where do I want to leave things? What do I need to have at school? What do I not need to have at school? You know, making my routine. One of the main things that I have found out is I have to pack my lunch the night before. I did not do that this week, and I have found myself, that was the last thing that I do in the morning, and I found myself kind of like throwing things in and be like, ah, it'll be good. It's been okay because I have leftovers, and I already, when I pack up my leftovers, I kind of, you know, make them into single serve portions, so it's been okay, because I just grab the, you know, little Tupperware of leftovers, throw a fork or a spoon in there, and a bottle of water, and just, you know, call it good. But, you know, I really want to spend more time than that. I want to make sure that I make myself a good lunch with things in it, and then it's done. I don't have to worry about it in the morning. So, as I have to make sure I get my kids' lunches packed, and that was the main thing, is that I was getting their lunches packed, and then I wouldn't have time to do my own. So, you know, I just need to make sure that I do that I make my lunch the night before, so that way, you know, even if I don't have my, you know, ice pack in it or whatever, make my sandwich or whatever it is and just set it in the refrigerator, and then put my ice pack in it before I leave and just leave. So generally, this was a great first week. It was a lot of information. It's a little overwhelming, but it's basically nothing has scared me to where, you know, oh, I definitely don't want to do this. Or, I mean, taking my first radiographs and getting some of the instruments, and just, there has been so much that has happened this week that just shows me that, yes, this is what I want to do. This is cool. This is fun. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to be work? Absolutely. But anything that, you know, the best things in life always have a lot of hard work involved. So I am looking forward to it. So thanks, guys, for, you know, listening to me this week, and I will talk to you